Yo, hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube. It is the anniversary of Diver Down, and I know if you're watching this on replay, it doesn't matter, but, well, not that that doesn't matter. I'm doing this show literally 11:15 at night. It was the only chance. I went out of town today, and I'm doing the show now. So it's not midnight yet. So it's still April 14th, the anniversary of Diver Down. So let's do a show, you guys, and let's talk about the Diver Down album for a few minutes right here on what show is this, Michael?
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Bean here. I know it's late. I know. But see, if you're watching this on replay, you don't know. You have no idea what time it is, right? It's what is it? Yeah, it's about 11:18 at night here, but it's still April 14th, the anniversary of Diver Down. So we're going to talk about it. I just got back into town. I was out of town all day. Super long day. But hey, let's make this a real show. Let's say hello to the top tier of channel members. The top tier channel members here on the Johnny Bean YouTube station. Channel membership, it's a great way to help support the channel and support these shows. And the top tier are the executive producers. They are currently Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and Jake Hat, Woody Be Real, Flipper Carlin, CC, Bay Area Rich. Great hanging out with you this morning, man. Sherman Callahan, Nova 9, Warlag, R Habs, and of course Janice Lala, the intern. Thank you so much, you guys, for being top tier channel members here on the Johnny Bean YouTube channel. Now, what that means is channel members get their names in green in the chat, like Mike Wood. Hey, what's up, dude? Do my taxes. I'm done. Ian's channel. Hell yeah, it's late. It is. It's all good. So yeah, channel members get their names in green in the chat. They get exclusive emojis. They get exclusive content. All good stuff. But hey, let's do a show. Okay, let's talk about Diver Down. Now, I know this is like the third or fourth year that I've celebrated this. So I do have a description that I've kind of reused a few times. So I think I can just read the description of this video. I think we can do that. I've got an album right here we can kind of look at for a few minutes. Very cool stuff. Let's see. Celebrating Diver Down, released April 14th, 1982. Van Halen's Diver Down is the band's fifth studio album, and it hit the shelves April 14th, 1982. How many years has it been since then? Is it 42 or 43? I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments down below. The album spent a whopping 65 weeks on the U.S. charts and had sold over 4 million copies in the U.S. alone by 1998. I don't know why it chose that year, but I guess that was that. The iconic album cover features the red and white Diver Down flag, symbolizing something hidden beneath the surface. Fitting for Van Halen's layered sound and energy, Lee Roth once said it signified that something was going on that's not apparent to your eyes. Manager Noel Monk later added a cheeky double meaning to it: dive her down, in his memoir, Running with the Devil. Whoa. The back cover shows a live photo of the band taken by Richard Aaron at the Tangerine Bowl in Orlando on October 24th, 1981, during a show opening for the Rolling Stones. One of the 12 tracks, of the 12 tracks, 5 are cover songs, with the standout being their fiery take on Roy Orbison's Oh Pretty Woman. Eddie Van Halen on how the album came together. I'm reading the description of this video if you guys are wondering. Everybody can read along. After the Fair Warning tour, we planned to take a break. Dave wanted to release a single, originally Dancing in the Streets, but I couldn't vibe with it. Instead, I suggested Pretty Woman. We recorded it in a day at Sunset Sound, and it took off. Warner Brothers said, "You've got a hit. Time to make an album." We jumped in with no rest, made Diver Down in just 12 days. It was a lot of fun. Very cool. Yeah, you guys will notice. I don't have one here with me, but the Pretty Woman single, the vinyl single, there's no mention of Diver Down on that single because the single was released just as a single. And then they had a hit with Pretty Woman. Oh, Pretty Woman. Although some copies of the 45 are labeled Oh, Pretty Woman, and some are just labeled Pretty Woman. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's take a look. There's the inside cover right there. And let's see. I've always dug this very cool collage of photos. And this was actually over in, where was it? I mean, it would have been Warner Brothers, right? But this is actually a collage of photos that were on a wall at the studio. And I have the photo somewhere. If somebody reminds me, I'll post it. But there is a photo of the wall of these photos. It's true. And you can kind of see a little more. It's like zoomed in. It's pretty cool. So if you guys have never seen this, it's probably in the CD versions of the album, the CD version. But if you get the vinyl, you get all this whole collage of photos. Very cool stuff. Some of this stuff you guys have kind of seen over the years. There's the Pretty Woman video shoot right there. Majestic, what's up, man? Yeah, I just got home and thought, well, I have to do a show talking about Diver Down. So here we are. Wish we could get the collage in color. Actually, the photo that I have is either in black and white or all the photos are all in black and white. I think the photos are all in black and white, like the actual photos, like the collage that was on the wall at the studio. I'm thinking it's Warner Brothers. It was all black and white, I think. Who knows? What songs are on here? Let's read. Let's read some songs. Where Have All the Good Times Gone? That is a cover by, or who was the original writers? Mike Wood. You know this stuff. And I know we would have done this show tomorrow if tomorrow had been the anniversary, but today's the anniversary, so had to do it now. That's why we're on so late. And this shouldn't be a super long show. I mean, Jeff Davidson, I see you, man. Where Have All the Good Times Gone? The Kinks. There you go. That's right. And here's a little known. This is something, I don't know if anybody ever knew this. I talked about this years ago, and it's gotten around. But the very, very intro of Where Have All the Good Times Gone, you hear like what sounds like cymbals fading in, and then the song starts. That's actually the very end of the song Secrets. And I discovered that back in 1989 because I used to play around with a Tascam 4-track player, and I used to play all my Van Halen tapes backwards because that's pretty weird. So I discovered that years ago, and then I would say that on these shows, and I guess other people have kind of figured that out too. So pretty cool. Where Have All the Good Times Gone? I'll read them in the sequence that they're here, whether this is the actual album or not. I don't think it is. I don't think this is the right order of the album, but I'll just read it here. Little Guitars. You guys, you guys know there's a Little Guitars intro. Very cool flamenco style piece that Edward did. And then Little Guitars, great song, and Edward used a mini Les Paul for live. I don't know if he used it for the studio. He may have. He probably did. And then used it for live. Hang 'em High, which was actually a song that Van Halen had demoed. And the original title was Last Night. And you can find that online. Totally different lyrics. Not the same take as far as the music, but same music. Secrets. Great song. And if you want to hear even more of that, there was a promotional version for a 45. I have a couple of them, and it was considered a remix. And the only major difference to it is that there's a slight edit, but the main difference is there's keyboards added into the track, which if you're listening, it's like, casual Van Halen fans probably wouldn't even notice it. But if you're a major Van Halen nerd like me, you're like, oh crap, that's different. So very cool. So it shows you that Edward was adding keyboards into the songs even back then. This was before Jump. Let's see. Intruder. Now the story behind Intruder is they had released Pretty Woman. They had released it as a video, or they were going to release it as a video. They needed more music for the video. So they went in and they recorded Intruder, which I believe David Lee Roth played the keyboards on that. I believe that. Because I did see a live video of Van Halen at one point, and I hadn't seen it. I haven't seen it since. I'm not sure. I forget what show it was, but you see Dave Lee Roth run off stage when they start the song, and then you hear the keyboard come in. Plus, I have all the isolated tracks for the Van Halen Guitar Hero video game. It's literally like 10 hours of tracks, all the vocals, all the guitars, all the bass, all the drums, all the keyboard parts, all the like extra, like in Panama, like the engine. I have that isolated, all that stuff. If you listen to the isolated keyboard part for Intruder, there's a lot of mistakes on it, and I don't think that would have been Eddie. Because it's just one note stuff, but you hear like, I don't think that would have been Edward doing that. So it makes me think that's David Lee Roth. And I think we had read somewhere that Roth did write that. So I believe he also played that. So Intruder was recorded for Pretty Woman for the music video. Live, they did play it back in the day on Diver Down Tour. I think Us Festival. And then after that, I don't think they played it ever again. When they played, I think on 84 tour, they just played Pretty Woman without Intruder. I think, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Years later, when Roth rejoined the band in 07, 08, those tours, if they played Pretty Woman, there was no Intruder. Fun fact, Pretty Woman was one of the first riffs that I ever learned. And here, you guys want a preview for tomorrow's show? Thank you again to Bay Area Rich. He gifted me another guitar today. Oh, and he gifted me a Van Halen record too. This is I'll show you guys this stuff, but tomorrow we'll talk about this stuff. Bay Area Rich gifted me this today. And it says live radio broadcast, Best of Van Halen's 0812 tour at the Superdome, Tokyo, Japan, February 1st, 1989 is what it says. So thank you again, Bay Area Rich. I did not leave this in the car today. Whoops. So it's not melted, even though it was 80 degrees up in Walnut Creek. But Bay Area Rich gifted me this today. And this is a preview. For you guys that are here live, this is a preview. He gave me this today. I'll show it off tomorrow for you guys. But it's an Epiphone, Gibson Epiphone Telecaster from 1989. Look at that. Very cool. But anyway, it gives me a chance to play you guys one of the first guitar riffs I ever learned. Or where's a guitar pick? Whoops. I need a guitar strap. Where's the strap? Actually, I think I can just do this. Little out of tune. Here, actually, yeah. Come here. I don't even need the headphones. I mean, it's just me. Break out the EVH chorus pedal. Hey, Van Halen lyrics. What's up, man? Yeah, Orgelord. This was a gift from Bay Area Rich, man. I'll demo this guitar on the show Tuesday. We'll make it a Telecaster Tuesday. I'll break out the chorus then. It's on the wall. It's over there. You can't see it. It's right here. But that chorus sound, that was one of the reasons they did that was for the diver down chorus tone. But here, I'll show you guys one of the first riffs I ever learned. So there you go. But the way Edward played it was like this. Oh, man. That's the Van Halen version. There you go. So that was one of the first things I ever learned. So thank you again, Bay Area Rich. And I'll talk about this guitar tomorrow. Very cool. I'll plug it in, all that stuff. So let's keep going. This is just going to be a quick show for you guys. All right, what's the next song? Big Bad Bill is Sweet William Now. I think that was a song that Roth had heard on a little Walkman radio and thought it was pretty cool and that the band should cover it. And that's where they got Van Halen, Mr. Van Halen, Edward and Alex's father. I believe he pronounced it Jan, his name. They got him to play clarinet on Big Bad Bill. After that, Dancing in the Street. That was another cover. And that Edward, he couldn't really get a handle on like a guitar riff for that one. So he used a piece of music that he was working up already. So the music that you hear for Dancing in the Street was going to be something else, and Edward ended up using it for that song. Ogre 5150 says Dance in the Street broke up the band. Oh, man. Cathedral, and again, I'm not reading them in the order as on the record. I'm reading them in the order as on the back of the album cover. Cathedral was a guitar instrumental that Edward had been working up. You can hear him doing earlier versions of that on the Fair Warning tour during his solo. You can hear him doing like kind of like a darker version of that. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, what's up, man? Hey, Johnny Beane, how are you? In recent reports of a possible Van Halen album, will it be an album of unreleased music or solo Eddie Van Halen jams? The stuff with the stuff that Steve Lukather was going to help Alex go through, from what I have heard, it would be jams between Edward and Alex and Wolfgang from the past 20 years. That's what I have heard. That's what I have heard. But if and when that happens, who knows? But I don't think they're digging all the way back years. I mean, they could, I guess, but from what I understand, it's jams between Edward and Alex and Wolfgang on bass from around the time Wolfgang joined Van Halen. So 20 years-ish. You know, little less than 20 years. So that's what I understand, although who knows? Let's see. Happy Trails. That was a song that Van Halen actually demoed around the time they recorded their first record. You can hear like a 1977 version of them singing Happy Trails. It's pretty much the same. And then last song, The Full Bug. That is I guess a boogie tune. Roth plays harmonica on it. I always kind of thought, growing up, I always thought, that must be Dave Lee Roth on the acoustic guitar in the beginning. I'm actually not sure. I think it's Edward. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Mike Jones is saying, I got tapes of Eddie dueling Prince on an accordion. Well, not yet, soon, just pics. Audio's coming soon. Video, then holograms. Whoa, that's cool, man. Would love to hear that. Let's see. So, there you go. Van Halen's Diver Down. What do you guys think of this record? I've always thought it was a great album. Some fans are like, it's too many cover tunes. But Van Halen made them their own. So it's like Van Halen's versions of these songs. So it's pretty good stuff. Full Bug kicks ass. They played it live on the 2015 tour. Did they? I don't remember. I was like shocked watching that show the entire time, man, because it was so cool. All right. There you go. Van Halen's Diver Down. Happy anniversary. How many years has it been? Let me know in the comments. How many years has it been since this record? Let me know. Thank you to everybody tuning in live here. I know this was a unannounced show. Had to get it done because I was out of town all day today. Literally just got back, created the session for the show. I'm like, hey, just got to do it. Thank you, channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. We do shows almost daily here. We do a lot of stuff. Been doing so many shows. We did a Talking Guitars episode recently. We did a Saturday night show recently. A lot of guitar stuff. But our next goal is 13K YouTube subscribers, and we're actually very close. We're less than 100 away. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Flipper Carlin, what's up, dude? Yep, Diver Down released on my 30th birthday. Right on, man. Wait, so today was your birthday, man? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dude. Ogre Lord says Diver Down should have been a live double album with a few covers like Pretty Woman and ZZ Top's Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. That would have been cool. That would have been cool, man. Happy birthday, dude. Right on, man. And thank you so much for being a channel member, man. Your name's in green. Thank you so much for your support, man. Right on, dudes. All right, I'll let you guys go. Thanks so much for tuning in. Join us. If you're watching this on replay, it's probably Tuesday. I'll be doing a live show Tuesday, probably regular-ish time. So about 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, we'll be doing a guitar show, and I'll be showing the guitar off that I got today. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. Thank you again, man, for the Telecaster. It'll be Telecaster Tuesday tomorrow. Dude. This is actually a 1989 Epiphone Gibson. So it's like banana headstock, really thin neck, like a shredder neck, but a Telecaster body. Very cool. So I'll be showing this more tomorrow for you guys. Smash that thumbs up, you guys. Smash that subscribe and check out another video. Drop your comments below. Favorite songs off Diver Down? Drop them below. So we got how many people here right now? We got about 14 people here. Live. Unannounced show. I want to see 14 comments down below. Favorite songs off Diver Down. Okay? Favorite songs off Diver Down. Let us know. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow right here on, what channel is this?
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Click on another video on the screen here on YouTube. Drop your comments below. Favorite songs off Diver Down. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next episode right here on Johnny Beane TV. All right. Bye-bye.